Hello, so here we go. We're back at the lake. We've got a nice little breeze, gentle breeze. It's actually coming from over there today. When you go and look at windy.com, you can see the breeze normally comes from over this direction, kind of over that hill there. But it's definitely coming from sort of this way and down the lake. So it'll be the opposite today. We'll be reaching down the lake and then we'll be beating back home, which would be interesting. It'd be nice. It's a good change. It's not too breezy. It's perfect for a nice leisurely sail actually. So I'm quite looking forward to it. We've got some jobs to do today. But before we get to all that, I brought the drone down with me today. So that's what we're gonna do right now.
I know you ain't doing this to yourself. Stop what you're doing and let him go. Pack up all your things when you're finally done. Call me up, sweet mama, we'll run. 'Cause oh, what a way to live a life. Living in pain and fear as a wife. I said next time he hurts you, I'll know when. And that time will be the last he ever hurt you. Well, all your extra makeup on at work. We all feel it too, we know you're hurt. I know some time will pass before you know what's real. I can't change the way you...
I'm not a professional photographer by any means. I did a little drone course a couple of weeks ago and picked up some really good tips. So I'm hoping they turn out okay. So the other thing I did last week was just to, and I don't know if you can see that, just to put a little bit of epoxy. It was only just cheap epoxy you can buy at B&Q, but it did the job. Just on here, you can see here, it's definitely hardened really well now, and just going to stop water penetrating that wood. Telltales. So this is all me reading stuff from a book. What telltales are supposed to do is you stick them on your sail, and you stick them at various points on both sails, I believe. And then they've got a little bit of string, and you can tell from how the string is sort of wafting as to whether your sail's set. So essentially what they do is they help you to get your sail trimmed correctly. You can put 3 to start with, one about a foot in, one there, and one up there. So you can put them in line with the battens, I imagine, and we'll see how that goes. And you put them both sides, and then you can tell, you know, from that how you're trimming your sails, you know, for optimum speed. So we'll put them on and we'll see how we get on. I might just start with 1 or 2 and see how we get on. As you can see, not much action today. I'm just doing some goose winging, or wing on wing as they call it. I'm going down the lake with the wind, kind of making decent progress. According to windy.com, there's supposed to be, I think it's 7 or 8 knots of wind right now. Well, it's definitely not 7 or 8 knots of wind. The other thing is, when the wind comes this way, so I call that down the lake because that's south and this is north. I think someone told me about this in the club and said the wind's just grotty. It's really gusty. It will suddenly come from all different directions. So in a way, it's good training for me. can't just sail in 20 knot winds, you know, you've got to sail in very low windy conditions, and it is good practice. It really helps me to learn how to balance the boat. I'm going to relax, I'm going to let the wind dictate what we do. I'm going to see if I can get down to Bala camping, because I like the beach there. See if we can go and do something down there. What I might try and do today is sort of, well, kind of heaving to, but it'll be the Dave patented heave to method, which will basically be bring the gaff down, bringing, whoa, the main sail down. Whoopsie doodles. That's what happens when you're goose swinging. That happens quite a lot. I'm warned about that. So one thing about broad reaching, where you're sort of just off the wind being directly behind you, is that it's really peaceful. The sailing's amazing, and it's really sort of peaceful and calm and lollopy, and you don't realise how fast you're going as well. So you sort of sit there thinking, oh, I'm not going very quick because, you know, there's no wind and whatnot. But actually, Lake Bala camping is just there. It's going to be one more, just one tack, and we'll be there. You just got to watch the boom. Actually, it's a tip someone gave me in a dinghy, of course. You can hold on to it. So I'm going to tack around number 12 buoy, and I'm going to go and have a little break down at Bala camping on the beach. Boats. Oh, I hope the boats will be okay there. I think it's okay. It'll be okay. I'm just going to go down for a little walk. I love this place. This little enchanted forest. I took my little girl down here, and she thought all this was fairy dust. And then in the at the weekend, all the fairy dust was sort of going everywhere, all over, and she thought they were fairies, and it was literally quite enchanting. So it's always nice. I just like it down here. It's really nice. You could have some nice picnics. I mean, you could even bring the boat in here if you, well, you could if I had the mast down and the motor on. I guess you catch the mast on the trees there. But look at these trees. They're like really gnarly and enchanted. This one's kind of fallen over, but it's still living, really healthy. So here's a nice little beach. That'd be awesome. Just bring the boat up there. I should have done that. Last week I proper cracked myself on the head. A bit of a rite of passage, I guess. Had a right old bump here. This week, a little knock, but I'm learning. Right, so here we are. We're about to launch off Bala Sailing Beach. The wind's got right up, so instead of having a nice leisurely lunch, I'm going to actually get out there and do some sailing because it looks exciting. So here we go. I'm going to leave the camera rolling. Okay, keeping the boat into the wind. Get control of your main sheet. And then what I do, I just get the boat into enough water so I can just lower the rudder a little bit. Whoop. Whoa, a huge gust of wind. So you can see there, when I went to the back of the boat and I just didn't have control of it. You know, here I've got control of it. I also pulled the main sheet in, which was a bit of a nightmare. So, just going to wait for the wind to die down a little bit. Oh, we got off the beach. A little bit hectic because it really was a gust of wind there. So it's really weird when the wind's coming from different directions. This lake and all the places I like to visit on it are very, very different. So I'm going to bring the boat into the middle of the lake. We're way off any of the shores, and what I'm going to do, because the wind's actually just gone and died down a little bit again, I'm actually going to see if I can heave to and use the method of dropping the sail, because I don't think you can truly heave to in a in a dinghy, you've got to actually drop the sail, I think. We're going upwind. And there we go. So we're just floating in the lake. We've heaved to. Ooh, seems pretty leisurely. What I'm now going to do, I thought while I'm at it here, I might just see if we can, how good this dinghy is with just the jib up. There we go. I mean, you've got to stay right in the middle of the boat. Well, we're moving. And there we go. Pretty cool. Slowly, quite slow, but we are moving.